cabinet ministers, the acting secretary to the cabinet, PSs, senior government officials, representatives of the Nutrition Cooperating Partners Group, representatives of the SUN Implementing Partners, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. We as cooperating partners are delighted to be part of this important engagement today, and we are happy to see all of you here. It's an honor for me to share a few remarks on behalf of the cooperating partners, as it is an opportunity to highlight our support and restate our commitment to the government of the Republic of Zambia in advancing the nutrition agenda. Let me start by commending the government of the Republic of Zambia for elaborating its intention on nutrition in the 8th National Development Plan and in its vision to become a prosperous middle-income nation by 2030. Let me also emphasize at the very beginning that as cooperating partners, we commit to support your government to implement the 8th National Development Plan and the Vision 2030, the development blueprints that this country has set for itself. Currently, our governments are supporting the implementation of various nutrition programs in different parts of Zambia. Under the global movement of scaling up nutrition, or short SUN, which is in Zambia in phase 2, running from 2019 to 23, and the Zambian 1000 Most Critical Day program, the cooperating partners have been operating as follows. SUN 2 is implemented by UNICEF in cooperation with WHO, WFP, and FAO in 17 districts. It is funded by the EU, by Germany through its development bank KfW, by Sweden, Ireland, and the UK. USAID funds a separate SUN project in 13 districts, as well as a learning and evaluation program, which is also aligned with the government's 1000 Most Critical Day program and the global Scaling Up Nutrition movement. Germany further funds the GIZ Food and Nutrition Security Enhanced Resilience program, which is implemented in 6 districts, which as well aligns itself both with the 1000 Most Critical Day program and SUN. And lastly, FCDO also supported the Dutch development organization SNV to implement SUN 2 in 3 districts. The implementation of the Scaling Up Nutrition program is quite unique. Multiple partners came together to address the challenges of malnutrition and stunting. This is a very good example of effective coordination and distribution of work. We believe that the activities, both of the cooperating partners and the government of Zambia in this area, are a truly worthy investment. The issue of malnutrition among children is solvable, and its prevention translates into raising a healthy and productive generation of Zambians that can positively contribute to the development of this wonderful country. Madam Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, while we as cooperating partners support Zambia's development agenda and the nutrition agenda in particular, we wish to urge the Zambian government to follow up on its commitments to attain its nutrition targets. In his inauguration speech, His Excellency, the President Hakainde Hichilema, promised that this government will ensure that citizens can have 3 decent meals a day. Further, he made a commitment to diversify local food production at the UN Food System Summit in September 2021 and renewed the commitments at the Tokyo Nutrition for Growth Summit in December 2021. Against this background, we would also wish to urge the Zambian government to institutionalize funding of nutrition programs in the national budget. This will be more sustainable in the long term. Nutrition targets can only be met when different sectors collaborate, jointly act, and envision one goal of a well-nourished Zambia. The sectors include health, agriculture, water and sanitation, local government, amongst others. By now, we are all aware of the importance resilient food systems play when it comes to nutrition. We know that we need strong health systems to facilitate the scaling up of nutrition-specific interventions. We know that we need to build upstream linkages to economic and social empowerment. We know we need to ensure that there is no backsliding into poverty driven by nutrition. The presence of all the line ministries and other stakeholders here today underlines and illustrates the multi-sectoral approach which is needed to achieve effective and mutually reinforcing food and nutrition interventions. And to assist evidence-based policymaking and actions, I am glad to note that as cooperating partners, we have supported the setting up of monitoring systems which contribute to building a national culture of data-driven planning and decision-making across all relevant sectors. We believe that decentralization of political and financial authority generally results in more effective and accountable public governance. The increase of the CDF is an important milestone in Zambia's devolution agenda. With these increased funds now available, we wish to urge the Zambian government to ensure that as part of institutionalizing funding for nutrition within government systems, avenues such as the CDF take nutrition in their planning and budgeting processes into account. This could mean, just as one example, to improve the access to clean drinking water and sanitation facilities. Critical to the reduction of malnutrition will be bringing together national and local programs, including the CDF, the Food Security Pack, the Farmer Input Support Program, and the Social Cash Transfer, with key targets and focused resources to expand the delivery of nutrition programming to all 116 districts in Zambia. The Social Cash Transfer nutrition pilot already underway in 4 districts is a promising start, but it will require increased government support to be expanded to more districts. Lastly, with the placement of the National Food and Nutrition Commission under your office, Madam Vice President, we urge your government to fully operationalize the National Food and Nutrition Act of 2020, so that the various coordination and implementation mechanisms outlined in the Act can come to life and contribute to advancing the nutrition agenda of the country. The theme for this gathering is towards eliminating hunger and all forms of malnutrition in Zambia. As cooperating partners, we strongly believe eliminating hunger and malnutrition is possible in Zambia, a country endowed with so much potential and opportunity in abundant land and water, and a young, enthusiastic, and hard-working population. Let me borrow what my colleague, the US Ambassador to Zambia, Michael Gonzalez, said recently. You cannot eat potential, you cannot eat opportunity. What is needed is adding value within Zambia to agricultural commodities and reaching new export markets. This means more money will reach Zambian workers' pockets. At the same time, increasing food production and exports will vastly improve food security both locally and across the continent. It will also help to prevent malnutrition by providing a more nutritious and diversified menu of foods to Zambians and the brothers and sisters throughout the continent. It is therefore incumbent on the people of Zambia, guided by their leadership, to harness this potential and opportunity into tangibles that will make a huge difference in the lives of the citizens. We are here to support you on this journey. Madam Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, with these remarks as cooperating partners, we wish to once again restate our commitment to supporting the Zambian government to implementing the various nutrition programs in the country, for the betterment of the people, especially of women, adolescents, and children. I thank you.
Nutrition